Is this thing on? Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Stone Coyote's Garage or Workshop or whatever the heck I'm calling this. I think that's the name now. I don't even know, man. Anyway, in this special edition series we are... what are we doing? We are adding a missing feature to a nearly complete game. And that is the cooking feature to Cool Water, my desert survival game based in southern New Mexico at the turn of the century. Not our century, the one before it. So, let me get reoriented as to what we had going on. Let's go ahead and move the cooking widget over. Yep, we're checking the cookware. What is this thing? Okay, we're gonna need a variable for that. And let's also... Wait, that's all we get for cooking, right? We can also pull has cooking skill off of the cooking gear. Wait, not there. There it is. Check for the cooking skill. Great. That's what we got going on. And check ingredients. And go ahead and promote that as well. So now, when the widget is built, I'm getting the closest cooking object, or the closest closest thing with the cooking interface, which should have the information for cookware, cooking skill, and ingredients on it. So now we can use all of that to build. Right? Okay. So let's make a basic, and I mean basic UI. Let's see, first off, let's make a little kebabber here. This will be cooking filling, and of course it'll be variable so that I can hide and show it at will. And in there, I'm not going to go as fancy as I normally do. That's going to be a mistake though, isn't it? So, what I need vertical box, is that correct? within the vertical box. Our overlays, such as... Hey! Second. Anyways. Stick. And in that stick is a button. I don't think I like a vertical box for this after all. Let's make this stack box. I don't think that's gonna make a lick of difference, is it? Well, it certainly looks better, right? What you doing? Not you. Not the viewer. I'm not asking that. I mean, nah, you don't need to tell me what you're doing. Okay. I don't like it, but I'm gonna work with it. Yeah, we can use the text to adjust how big it is, of course. There we go. Okay. Stick button. Say stick. It should be black, and it should be in rye. Let's make that really dark gray. Great. Now for the button itself. Normal. Should be my little... Nope, that's not it. Where's my parchment color? That is it. Wow, it looks weird there. Let's go with that. Yeah. Covered is that. And pressed is that. Great. So we've got stick. Player will always have a stick. We have pot. Player will not always have pot. Or a pot. Pot. Oops. Button. Really do not like this Razer keyboard. Sorry, Razer. Not a fan. And to rhyme with fan, we have a pan. And we will also want not super important, but that was going to mess me up later probably for organization. Always good to give the player redundancy. Should even put an exit, but if they're that lazy, sod them. Okay, so we got all that, got all that, got all that. Now, okay, get cookware. And this is gonna be elsewhere. Break it? No, 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 no. As tag. What? Already did. Already did, my dude. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I should probably edit that out. Not sure if I'm doing this right. We'll find out, won't we? Okay. If it has this, just the pan, get pan overlay, set visibility, now to hit testable self only so that the button in it can be pressed. Great. However, if we don't have it, should have just copied that. Then collapse it. Alright, next. And change this to pot. Honestly, it's just easiest to do it that way. Again, the player always has access to a stick. That's pointless. Okay, so... that. Because this is an unwieldy mess. Just go ahead and collapse them to... Oh, dang it. Collapse them to, check for cookware. And, let's make it this... Let's make it that. Yeah, that'll do. A little more informative. Okay, so we got that. It is a very complex system. Just to give a rundown, there are many items you can collect in CCW. I mean, okay, there's not like millions of items, but there's a fair amount of things you can collect, some of it unique, some of it not, but for cooking there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No such thing as a bad cactus fruit. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, let's say 17. So there's 17 items that are going to have to be accounted for, which is actually not terrible, honestly. But it does mean we're going to have to actually do it. So, in the ingredients list, and it's going to be unwieldy. I'm going to have to break this. Let's see, let's just go ahead and make this a little easier to start with. These turned into tags. These are actually useless. Yep, I'll have to do this one by one. That's okay. Right on. 0. Now, I wonder. That is greater than 0. Select Stability. Do not hit testable, self only. There we go. That should do it, right? So, what is happening here? And we can turn this into a function, I believe. Set ingredient stability. See, functions only exist once in code. Collapse graphs and macros exist as many times as you've used them, as I understand it. However, there are specific reasons to use something like collapse graph. If you're only going to use the thing once, there's no need to set it up in its own little existence. But anyways, not really important stuff, just stuff. Let's go ahead and overlay to adjust. Item to check. There we go. Okay, this one is choked there. Putting the cart in front of the horse, aren't I? Give me a couple minutes to do some things. And thanks to Coyote Time Magic, you're back with me in the correct timeline. Alright. So, we've got to set these ingredients to visible, which is always fun. Which means I'm gonna need to design that. Okay, let's... Honestly, I could have just changed out the stack boxes. Now, nothing here is for sure, so... Hold on. I can save myself some time. I think. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's the way we're gonna have to do it, I reckon. Can I not copy this? Oh, bummer. Okay. So it's actually gonna be a bit of work. But I can at least grab this. Crud. I can at least grab this. So I have removed the stuff that people obviously aren't gonna like eat. I now have a functional list. But I just don't know if you're gonna use pemmican in any cooking. It's just something you eat. I guess you could put it in a stew, sure. Alright, this should start collapsed. Good, so let's hide it. Oh, it looks so different than the implements. Give me a second here. Yeah, the aesthetic isn't important right now. It's probably best to work on getting everything working before even setting up an aesthetic at all, right? So we have cooking implements, ingredients, and recipes. And here we will have all the recipes that we can cook. Just up front, it's best probably to go with grilled cactus fruit. Let's not make that so improperly done. Let's see. Let's be clever. And grilled cactus fruit. Let's see. And fried berries overlay. Because you're not really going to be able to roast chokeberries. They're freaking tiny. And fried berries button. fried berries, for if you're playing a guitar. Let's do stewed berries. I'm sure there's a cooler way to say that, but I don't know it. Stewed berries button. Stewed berries text, which should say stewed berries. There we have it. Stewed berries. Like I said, you're not roasting your berries. I don't want to put water boiling as a mechanic. Just seems a little overtaxing, but in case I change my mind, it's good to have, you know? Alright, so let's go with roasted fish. Everyone knows you can roast a fish. Okay. Roasted fish button. Roasted fish text, and it should say roasted fish. Okay. Fried fish overlay. Yeesh, what am I thinking? Fried fish button. Fried fish text, and it should say fried fish. There we have it. Alright. Fish soup overlay. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet, but okay, we're down to mushrooms. It's not impossible to roast a big old mushroom. Nah, that should be fine. Really wish I'd remember to do this. I should mention that there isn't like a lot of super common edible fungus around here, but we do get edible fungus. Other than a couple of little supernatural things and some nods to Western movies, there's the roasted mushrooms might be one of the most fanciful, or the mushrooms that you find might be one of the most fanciful things in the game. Just a little bit of trivia for y'all. So, let's see. Mushroom soup. mushrooms, of course. I forgot to do the rest of the cactus roots. Okay. Okay. And fried lichen. Okay, that's good. I need for you. This is recipe, right? Okay. So obviously not going to be using the matches as a recipe. Cactus fruit, berries, mushrooms, and lichen. Yeah, that's everything you can get in the demo. That's all I need to get in for now. Now, the issue here... almost. So, all of these, I want a top of 8 and a bottom of 8. There we go. It's a bit much, isn't it? Yeah, that's decent. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we got the implements, we got the ingredients, we got the recipes. And I hope I made these all collapse. Okay, great, because the next thing I have to do then... That's silly, I'm not even going to use that. Probably. So... I am going to use that. What am I thinking? Sometimes I'm a silly. Okay. Well, let's make this a little less messy then. We got that. Right, this is all gonna get collapsed. Okay, so... And here's where it gets tedious. Because now... Yes. Hold on. What am I doing here? I'm trying to make the recipes appear. Cooking menu doesn't need to care if the ingredients are there at all. So, if there are tasty berries, stewed, Stewed isn't the only one for berries, is it? I don't remember if chokeberries lose their nastiness when they're cooked. Cause see, the thing about chokeberries, I might have explained this already, but chokeberries are a local bushberry that is very, very tasty and very good for you when eaten perfectly ripe. If you eat them underripe, they give terrible stomach cramps and indigestion and all that fun stuff which you don't want when you're surviving in the desert. So, really, they're perfect for the game, aren't they? I'm gonna pretend that if you cook chokeberries, it's just better for gameplay to get rid of their toxicity if you cook them, whether that's fact or not. Sometimes you gotta bend fact just a little bit to make for better gameplay. Okay, so we need to do this. And one bummer is, if I recall, you can't put two different overlays into one reference. So, alright. But that doesn't matter because the thing that's changing in this case Wait. So that's freaking pointless. I see. Yeah, okay. So, what the easiest way to do this, I think, is to simply add the two together and use that. There we go, since they can be used however. Alright, so that's chokeberries done. And I should probably collapse that. But it's good to have at least one exposed, right? Also, yeah, that would be silly. So, let's do this again. What the hell? Okay. Now, we are doing cactus fruit. Of which there's only good cactus fruit. Bad cactus root is a lie. So no math needed. This ended up being recipe visibility. Okay. Oh, what is wrong with me? Okay. Forgot some stuff I did. Roast chili overlay. Stewed chili overlay. Fried chili overlay. What was I thinking? Oops. There is no fried chili. But we'll pretend there is. Well, I mean, I guess you could technically... Well, see, the thing is, when you cook chili in a pan, it's just called roasted chili. But cooking it in a pan is a lot different than cooking it over open fire. Those are roasted chili. It's a bit of a linguistic mess, but there you have it. I almost forgot the chili. That would have been horrible. Hilariously horrible. Okay, the rest of the stuff... I mean, it seems all good, right? So... Now... Oops. This is chili, I believe. So, chili. Chili is going to have to be a little bit fancier. Because coyote chili is very spicy. It's a fictional thing so far. I guess I could breed some coyote chili. Okay, so we got this monster going on. Yeah, I'll process that when I cook it. Instead of stewed, this is roast. And where's fried? Great. Okay, so we set up chili. What's next? How long is this episode gone? Oh no. This is an hour-long episode. So, in this one, I started setting up the cooking menu. It's checking the ingredients, it's displaying buttons at the proper time, and soon it will be displaying recipes. I didn't mean to keep everyone so long this time. So I'm going to cut the episode here, do a few things in the physical world, and then start the next episode right up. So I'll probably be posting both of them at the same time.